Hi, I'm Tim and welcome to part 8 of my Home Assistant setup series for 2026. And in this part 8, what we're going to be doing is changing our UGREEN NAS integration dashboard from this and make it look like this. So if you want to know how to do this, then keep watching this video. One thing to note though is that you'll need to already have followed along with part 2 of my Home Assistant series where we installed HACS, which is the Home Assistant Community Store, and also you'll need to have already followed along with part 7, which is the initial integration setup for integrating the UGREEN NAS into Home Assistant. So once you've followed along with those 2-part videos, then you can follow along with this one. So let's get started. So here we are at the computer and you'll see in the bottom left corner here, I've got Notepad++ open, and in Notepad, I've got the 2 text files. So these are the YAML text files. And you'll also find in the video description, there's also links as well where you can download from my cloud drive. So you'll need those 2 text files open in a plain Notepad application, such as this, which I'm using is Notepad++, and which is available free from the internet if you want to use the same one. And also I've got Home Assistant, which I've logged into, as you can see here. Now, if we click on devices, you'll see that we've already got the NAS integration, so the UGREEN NAS integration with all the statistics showing up there. But of course, we're not going to use those. We're going to be creating a separate dashboard with the graphical information for the UGREEN NAS. So we'll just click back to the overview page. And what we need to do is first click on HACS at the left-hand side. Then in the search box at the top, we're going to type in button-card. And you will see we get button card, and it's Lovelace button card for Home Assistant. So what you need to do is select it. Then what you need to do is click download in the bottom right corner. And then with the pop-up window in the middle, click download. Then it will ask you to reload your browser. So just click on the reload button. And then you'll see we get button card by @RomRider. So that confirms that that's been installed. So then what we need to do is click the back arrow. So at the top here, then in the search box at the top, we'll remove button card. We're going to type in auto-entities. And you'll see we get Lovelace auto entities, and it says automatically populate the entities-list of Lovelace cards. So click on it. Again, in the bottom right corner, click download. And then with the pop-up, again, click download. Then with the reload pop-up window, click reload. And then once more, click the back arrow. In the search box at the top, we're going to type in card mod. So that's CARD-MOD. And you will see we get card-mod add CSS styles to almost any Lovelace card. So click on this. Again, in the bottom right corner, click download. Then with the pop-up window, click download again. And then it will ask you again to reload. So click reload. Then the final one we need to download from HACS is, if we go back with the arrow again, in the search box at the top, type in mini-graph. And you will find that you get mini-graph-card. And that's minimalistic graph card for Home Assistant Lovelace UI. So click on it. Then in the bottom right corner, click download. Then with the mini graph card pop-up window, click download again. Then with the pop-up window for reload, click reload. So that completes downloading the 4 integration cards from HACS. So we'll go back with the arrow and just clear the search box at the top with X. And you'll now see that under downloaded here, we get auto entities, button card, card mod, mini graph card, and of course HACS and the UGREEN NAS. So make sure that you also have the UGREEN NAS integration. So now what we're going to do is start creating the dashboard. So for this, we need to go to Settings at the bottom left corner. Then we're going to select Dashboards. Then what we're going to do is in the bottom right corner, click Add Dashboard. And then we're going to select New Dashboard from scratch. Then in the Add New Dashboard pop-up window, we're going to give it a title. So in this case, we'll call it NAS. You can call it whatever you want, it doesn't matter. And then in the icon, we'll click in there and we'll start typing in NAS. And you'll see it brings up a little icon for MDI NAS. So select this. And then what we're going to do is make sure that Add to Sidebar is enabled. So as you can see, it is automatically. Now, if you want just admin users of Home Assistant to only be able to access this new dashboard for your NAS, then you would select the admin only option. But in my case, I'll just leave it as default, which is disabled. So once you've done that, you can then click Create. Now you'll see in the dashboard list, we've got User Created, we've got Map, which is already in by default, and then we've got NAS, which is our new dashboard. And also at the left hand side, we've got NAS appeared in the list here. So if you want to ever view the graphical dashboard for your UGREEN NAS, all you need to do is click on NAS. But of course, we still need to create it. So what we're going to do is in the top left corner, we're going to click the pen icon. Then what we're going to do is, now that we have this appeared, so you should have the same screen with these sections and add titles and add badge, just like this. So what we need to do in the top right corner again, click the three dots, and then we're going to select Raw Configuration Editor. This will then bring up the Edit Configuration screen. And what we're going to do is click in line 8. So you'll see that there's already some text and YAML information in 7 lines at the top here. So we're going to click in the first blank line underneath this text. So once you've clicked in line 8, what we're going to do is open up Notepad, and then for the UGREEN NAS YAML text 1, so that's the first file, we're going to copy in to the edit configuration page here. So we're going to select all the text with Control A and then Control C to copy it, and then we're going to click in line 8 again, and we're going to paste in all that YAML text. Then what we're going to do in the top right corner is click Save, and it will then say Saved next to the Save button here. So now what we're going to do is close this text. So click the X button next to Edit Configuration. So then what we're going to do is click the pen icon next to Unnamed View, which you can see here. And this will then bring up the View Configuration screen pop-up window. So in this pop-up window, you need to click the three dots and then select Edit in YAML. And then what we're going to do is delete all of the text that's in there. So just highlight it all and hit delete. So you should be left with line 1 and then it should be blank. So then what we're going to do is go to the Notepad++ text file. And then for UGREEN NAS YAML text 2, so it's the second text file, we're going to highlight it all and then copy it and then click in the view configuration line 1 and then paste all that text in. Then what we're going to do is click the Save button, and then it will take you in to your graphical NAS information dashboard. So once you have this, you can then click Done in the top right corner, and you will see it's now loaded all the dashboard information in a graphical format for your UGREEN NAS. So you see here we have the overview, we have details, information about the processor, CPU temperature, RAM load, and all these cards here as well, which you can scroll down and you'll see there's a whole lot of statistical information in these cards. Now what you can also do is click on each card and it will provide you with the history of the information. So that completes adding the dashboard in a graphical format. So one thing you'll notice on this graphical dashboard is this grey box here. However, there's no picture there. So what we need to do is change this so that we have a picture of the NAS. Now, in the video description, you'll find links to the pictures which I put on my cloud drive, which you can download for your different NAS models. So if you want to download one of my pictures, then click the links in the video description, or you can of course upload your own photograph if you want to do so. So just save the picture of the photograph on your PC, and then what we'll do is now upload it into Home Assistant. So to do this, all we need to do is in the top right corner, click on the pen icon in the top right corner for Edit Dashboard. Then this will put you into the Edit Dashboard mode. So what we then need to do is for the picture, so the grey box, hover over it and you'll see we get a pen icon appeared. So click the pen and then you'll get a picture elements card configuration pop up. So what you need to do is click on card options and it will bring a lot more options. So then to upload the picture, we need to click in the dark mode image path and click on the add picture button. It will then bring up your file browser from your computer where the pictures are stored and which you've downloaded. So in my case, we'll select the DXP 4800 and click open. And you'll now see that we have a picture of the UGREEN NAS DXP 4800 Plus in this picture elements card configuration. So once you have the picture appeared, all you need to do is click save, and then in the top right corner click done, and you'll now see that you have a picture of the NAS with all the statistics. So if you want to access your standard Home Assistant dashboard, all you need to do is click on the overview at the left hand side, and you can still select devices and it will provide you with all the text for the NAS as well as the graphical dashboard. So to get back to the graphical dashboard at the left hand side, just select NAS again, and there you have all the graphical information and statistics for your UGREEN NAS. Now, one other final tip, you'll notice at the top here that we have the overview and depth, so the details text is not fully showing. So if you get that, for example, once you zoom in to the dashboard, so the web page, if you zoom into it, it provides the detailed information. But if you go back to the 100% zoom level, then you'll notice that the text disappears. So if you want to make it so that the text always appears, all you need to do is click the pen icon again in the top right corner, then hover over overview and you'll see you get the pen icon. So click the pen icon, then go to the layout tab and then enable the auto height and full width sliders so that they're both blue. Once you've done that, click save and then do the same for details. So hover over the details word, click the pen, go to layout, enable auto height and full width, and then click save. And then once you've done that, click done in the top right corner. And you now see with the zoom level at 100%, you still get the full overview and details words appeared. So that will do it for this video. Hope you found this video useful and hope you've enjoying following along with this Home Assistant series. More videos coming again soon. Take care and bye for now.